Oh, hey, friends. Hey, happy Motivation Monday, beautiful people. I am Kenisha B. McIntosh, your success strategist, certified life and business coach, and I'm back. Of course, another week of me being excited. I hope that you're enjoying these videos. We are tackling week 3 of the Success in 30 Challenge. This month, I've been talking all about the acronym S.O.A.R, which stands for Start, Observe, Adjust, and Repeat. So week 1 was all about starting. Last week was about observing. This week is about adjusting. That is the A in S.O.A.R, okay? So let me just break it down. The definition of adjust is to alter or move slightly in order to achieve the desired result. Let that sink in a bit, okay? Because as we're talking about succeeding, we have to realize that sometimes you're going to have to shift, right? There's times you're going to have to move, but the overall goal is to do it in order to achieve the desired result. So we are always going to keep the desired result in mind, but we also have to be susceptible to adjusting. All right, so let's get into it. There are 3 C's when it comes to adjust for me. The first is change, of course. The second is caterpillar, and the third is chameleon. There are 3 things that stand out, and those 3 C's for me are all that adjusting is. So the first one, change. No matter what happens in life, you have to know how to respond to change well. Things change. Ish happens. There's nothing that you can do. That's not something that you can control. If you want to talk more about control or want to hear more about control, go ahead and listen to last week's video on observing, right? Observe how you respond in situations. Observe how you respond to change, okay? Because this is going to make things either really difficult or a little bit easier. Now, it won't always be easy, but how you respond to adjusting to changes is oftentimes how you look at the overall picture or how you look at the overall situation. So if you already can tell yourself that changes are coming or changes are going to happen, if you can prepare yourself for those mentally, then when they do happen, it's not a surprise. You're not knocked off your high horse or whatever. You're kind of okay. You expect them to happen. So that's the first thing. Anytime it comes to accomplishing a goal, you want to make sure that you are in the mindset that change is going to come. It's inevitable. And you should welcome it, okay? Because it positions you to achieve the desired result. That is what change and shifting and adjusting is all about. So expect change. Welcome change. Look for changes so that you can achieve the desired result. All right? So that's change. Now let's get into the caterpillar. Now, if you know anything about the life cycle of a caterpillar or a butterfly for that matter, then you are about to understand what I'm talking about here. And the caterpillar and the butterfly, they're symbolic to change for me, okay? So, of course, they start out as eggs, right? Larva, all this good stuff. And then they transition to being a caterpillar. Then they go into the cocoon, the chrysalis. After that, they come out a lovely butterfly. That is all that adjusting is. The desired result is the butterfly. That's it, okay? The caterpillar, the eggs, the chrysalis, it doesn't desire to remain the same. It knows that it has to go through all those cycles to become the butterfly. You have to keep that same mindset, okay? You start off as an egg. Your idea, your goal starts off as one thing. As you grow, you may turn into the caterpillar, right? The idea should turn into a caterpillar. And then after that, you experience some things, some things happen, and then you have to cocoon it sometimes. You have to take a step back. You may have to table it for a bit. You might have to incorporate new people, get a team. You might have to stop completely. I don't know. But sometimes you have to cocoon. Sometimes you have to become a chrysalis. All of that to say, if you want to be the butterfly, learn to go through all these stages. Learn to be the egg, learn to be the caterpillar, learn to cocoon, learn to become a chrysalis, and then you can become the butterfly. You cannot go from egg to butterfly. That's not how that works. It'll never work that way. You have to be very, very, very intentional about this, and you have to keep that in mind, okay? So learn to go from the egg to the caterpillar, then cocoon it, and come out a beautiful blossoming butterfly, okay? Your idea, your goal is to succeed, to achieve the desired result. Learn to go through the stages of a butterfly, okay? All right, so that is change, and we've got caterpillar, butterfly out the way, and now it's all about being a chameleon. I am such a chameleon. I can literally blend in and stand out at any point in time that I choose, and that is what adjusting is all about. So there will be times where when you're accomplishing your goal, you're going to have to change who you are a bit. Now, if you've done the work and you know who you are at the foundation of yourself, you'll never become something else. But a chameleon does it to protect itself at times. A chameleon does it to stand out sometimes. That's most of the time why the chameleon is changing. So that is what you have to learn to do. When it comes to your goals, you're going to have to learn to change the outside of who you are. And I'm not talking about physical, so you don't have to get surgeries or anything. But you have to learn to change your appearance so that you are protecting yourself, so that you're blending in. You have to learn to do the things that you've never done before to achieve the things that you've never achieved before. And so if that means you've got to start being a morning person, be that chameleon, okay? Learn to change so that you can achieve the desired result. If that means you have to dress a certain way to achieve your goal, do that. Whatever it's going to take, you have to learn to do the things that you've never done before to achieve the results you've never gotten before, okay? And chameleons are notorious for this, not only to protect themselves, but that's just who they are. That's what they do. You should learn to be a chameleon. Learn to move throughout different spaces and different places, operating in a different way, but always remaining true to who you are. No matter what your goal is in life, no matter what your goal is for this challenge more so, and any other challenge in life, right? Always keep the goal in mind, but learn to change, learn to adjust, learn to shift, learn to be the caterpillar and the eggs and the butterfly. Learn all of these things because that is the only way you will succeed. I promise you. Okay. But if you are not going to be the chameleon, if you're one of those people that are like, oh, this is who I am, well, stay that way. Okay. Stay that. That's fine. That's cool. You will not succeed at all of your goals. You just won't. Okay. If your goal is to be comfortable and content, boom, you got it. But I look for discomfort because I know with discomfort comes growth. And I know with growth comes success. That's how I succeed. That is how I push myself. That's how I keep growing. And that's how I continue, okay? So we are knocking out adjust all week. The 3 C's to adjust is our change, caterpillar, and chameleon, okay? You're going to learn how to respond well to change. You are going to learn how to go through all the life stages of the butterfly, and then you will learn to adjust and shift and blend and stand out like a chameleon, because that's how we're going to accomplish these goals. That is what success in 30 is all about, okay? Remember, the definition of adjust is to alter or move slightly in order to achieve the desired result. That's all we're about, friends, all right? You know what? I know you're going to have an amazing week. I'm putting it out there for you. I'm sending you the greatest love of all, the best vibes in the world, and I am putting affirmations out there for your success because we're going to succeed together. I will see you next week. Have an amazing day, and follow me on social media, Kenisha B. McIntosh on Facebook and Instagram, and email me if you need anything. All right, guys, peace.